Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that is, without a doubt, the secret sauce to achieving almost any goal you can imagine. It's not about some hidden talent or a stroke of luck. It's about something far more powerful and accessible to every single one of us. The incredible power of consistency. Have you ever set a huge, ambitious goal? Maybe you wanted to learn a new language, get in the best shape of your life, or build your own business. At the start, you're fired up, full of motivation. You go all in for a week, maybe two, but then life happens. Motivation fades, and that big goal starts to feel like a distant, impossible dream. Sound familiar? We've all been there. The problem isn't the size of the goal, it's the approach. We often think we need massive, heroic efforts to succeed. But the truth is, the real magic happens in the small, seemingly insignificant actions we take every single day. Think about it like this. If you wanted to carve a path through a mountain, would you try to do it with one giant explosion? Probably not. You'd take a pickaxe and chip away at it, piece by piece, day after day. At first, you'd barely see a difference. But over time, those small, consistent chips would create a tunnel and eventually a clear path through the entire mountain. That is the essence of consistency. It's the daily discipline of showing up, even when you don't feel like it, that compounds over time to create extraordinary results. One of the most powerful concepts that illustrates this is the idea of the slight edge. This principle says that the small, simple disciplines you practice daily add up to massive success over time. Conversely, the small, seemingly harmless errors in judgment you make daily will also compound, leading to failure. It is the choice between reading 10 pages of a good book or scrolling on your phone for 10 minutes. It's the choice between doing a 15-minute workout or hitting the snooze button again. In the moment, these choices feel tiny. They don't seem to matter. But when you multiply them by 365 days, a year, the difference is staggering. The person who reads 10 pages a day finishes about 15 books a year. The person who works out for 15 minutes a day gets in over 90 hours of exercise. Consistency turns these tiny actions into monumental achievements. So, how do we actually build this habit of consistency, especially when our motivation is constantly fluctuating? The first step is to stop relying on motivation. Motivation is a feeling, it's fleeting and unreliable. Discipline, on the other hand, is a system. It's about doing what you said you would do, long after the mood you set it in has left. To build discipline, you need to make your desired habit as easy as possible to start. This is what author James Clear calls the 2-minute rule. Whatever your goal is, scale it down to something you can do in 2 minutes or less. Want to read more? Your habit isn't read a book a week, it's read one page. Want to exercise more? Your habit is put on your running shoes. The point isn't to achieve the goal in 2 minutes, it's to master the art of showing up. Starting the habit is often the hardest part. Once you've started, it's much easier to continue. Reading one page often turns into 10. Putting on your running shoes often leads to a full workout. Another key is to create a system of accountability. This could mean tracking your habits. There's something incredibly satisfying about marking off a day on your calendar, seeing a chain of X's grow. You don't want to break the chain. This visual proof of your consistency becomes its own source of motivation. You could also find an accountability partner, someone you check in with daily or weekly. Sharing your goals with someone else makes you far more likely to stick with them because you don't want to let them down or yourself. Let's look at some real world examples. Think about the greatest musicians, artists, or athletes. They didn't become great overnight. They practiced their craft every single day. A master pianist practices scales. A professional athlete follows a strict training regimen. They understand that greatness isn't born from sporadic bursts of genius, but from the relentless, daily grind of perfecting the fundamentals. They show up when they're tired, when they're uninspired, and when they'd rather be doing anything else. It's this unwavering discipline that separates the amateur from the professional. This principle applies to every area of our lives. In relationships, consistency means showing small acts of love and appreciation every day, not just on special occasions. In finance, it's about consistently saving a small portion of your income, which grows into a substantial nest egg through the power of compound interest. In learning, it's about studying for 30 minutes every day, rather than cramming for 8 hours the night before an exam. The results from consistent effort are not just additive, they're exponential. The progress builds on itself, creating momentum that makes it easier and easier to keep going. But what about those days when you fail? What about when you miss a day? When you break the chain? This is a crucial point. Consistency is not about perfection. It's about not letting one slip up derail your entire journey. The most important rule of building good habits is this: never miss twice. Missed a workout today. It happens. The key is to make sure you get back on track tomorrow. Life is unpredictable. You will have off days. The goal isn't to be a perfect robot. It's to be resilient. Forgive yourself for the missed day and refocus your energy on getting back to your routine immediately. It's the people who get back up quickly who ultimately succeed. Perfectionism is the enemy of consistency. Aim for progress, not perfection. So, I want you to take a moment and think about one goal you have right now. Just one. Now, instead of thinking about the huge final outcome, I want you to ask yourself, what is the one small, simple action I can take every single day that will move me closer to that goal? What is your 2-minute version of that habit? Maybe it's writing one sentence, meditating for 1 minute, doing 5 push-ups, whatever it is. Make it so easy that you can't say no. Commit to that one small action. Do it today, do it tomorrow, track your progress, and watch what happens. You will start to build not just a new habit, but a new identity. You're not just someone who is trying to write a book. You are a writer. You're not just someone trying to get fit. You are an athlete. Consistency changes not only what you do, but who you believe you are. And that is the most profound transformation of all. The journey of 1,000 miles truly begins with a single step, but it's completed by taking another step, and another, and another. It's the daily discipline that changes everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this inspired you to harness the power of consistency in your own life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you do not miss our future videos. Let me know in the comments what one habit you're going to start building today. I'd love to hear about it. Until next time, stay consistent and keep moving forward.